lights. Hope everybody's doing well today. Oh my goodness. There it is. Okay. All right. First person here is Summer. Could I have a reading around me and Woo Aquarius? Communication is either coming in or picking up. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful, but slow and steady wins the race. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition, and disappointment heals and moves into the past. Queen City for today. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that may be bringing in a little bit more financial security. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. With growth, change, and transformation coming in and around like social activities. Mega love. Your luck around love is changing for the better, and if you're currently in a relationship, it should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you could have new energy coming in out of the clear blue sky that may be a Libra or possibly Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You do have love coming in and a new beginning on the horizon. You don't have to switch partners if you're already with someone. It just may be a new beginning around your current relationship, but you should be seeing an improvement on the horizon around love. Alpha for today. Success coming in around work, school, or business. Teamwork is favored, and it could be bringing in more money and happiness. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. A wish comes true. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Not bad. Nat, general for June. General for June. Maybe paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You have money coming in. Life is coming into balance. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. May have choices and options around social activity. You also could be planning travel. Pretty good, pretty good. Hello, Mel. Hi, Adonis. Emily, general. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You could be spending time with a Leo. May have a new job or business opportunity present itself. Teamwork is favored, and happiness is coming in around career moving forward. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Old wounds heal and move into the past. May also be spending time with a Virgo. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward. Not bad. Life is moving forward, and you're ready for it. Bacon, love. When it comes to love, disappointments are healing and moving into the past, and new opportunities are coming in that may be bringing in relief around a long-term committed relationship, if that's something that you're interested in. You've got a Taurus coming in. You may have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you could also have air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Expressing your wants and needs around love could lead you to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Old wounds heal. Life moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon. Not bad. Not bad. AA, why hasn't Allie messaged me today? There's no real reason. Maybe just doesn't have much to say. Could be a little bit busy with other things. Doesn't look like right now. Like there's they have no particular reason right now. And they may be busy with other things. Amy, for the next 48 for Sunny. Next 48 for Sunny. Slow and steady wins the race. If they're feeling undecided about something, they shouldn't make any decisions until they're ready. They have money coming in, growth, change, and transformation coming in around work, school, or business. Life could change for them for the better quickly around work, school, or business. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Halleck, Tan May's intentions for me. He asked for my number. Doesn't know specifically, but may be interested in getting to know you. May find you to be attractive, smart and intelligent, and down to earth. They're just kind of like exploring options. You'll probably hear from this person. If you gave them your number, there is opportunity for communication to come in. But if you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Cosmic for today at work. Feeling grounded and stable. It looks like a pleasant day, relatively uneventful. Listen to your intuition. You may have choices and options that come in around work, school, or business. Cause for celebration comes in. Not bad. Not bad. Red. How will T feel when he sees that I called? Shame. Will this person be feeling shame? Yeah, and also anxiety. I don't know what happened there, but good. Lily, love coming up. I feel quite disheartened when I put myself out there. Seems to always be backfire on me. I still want to remain open. Okay, let's see. Stay open, okay? Because look, you've got happiness coming in around a new beginning that could have long-term potential. So, you know what? Like maybe things have not worked themselves out the way they should have recently, but that doesn't mean it can't change. You have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, new beginnings on the horizon. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but your luck should be changing for the better quickly. You also could have an earth sign around Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Don't write it off just yet. Give it a little bit more time. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Should see an improvement around communication coming in or picking up. You could be spending time together, maybe working on a new creative project or some kind of a something together that may be creative in nature, or you may even be thinking about taking a class together or going back to school. Whatever it is, it would be positive. New beginnings are on the horizon, maybe planning travel. Negativity moves into the past. Not bad. Taylor, general for this week. General for this week. You could have some money coming in and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Life may change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. A new journey on the horizon that could lead to success around work, school, or business, and you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Life begins to move forward this week and you're ready for it. Not bad. Magician's Heart. Morning. Update on online friend Taki's energy in your future. Energy is a little bit out of balance and there's a little negativity around the situation. I don't see all that much changing. Things are out of balance. I don't know if the two of you are just not on the same page right now. And it's probably going to stay like that for a minute. Andre, is George, my work manager, has attraction for me? He could find you to be an attractive person, but I don't see him as like having feelings or like looking to hang out or hook up or anything like that. It seems like things are kind of professional as of right now. Emily, love. May have choices and options that come in around love. And with the Magician, you have the ability to make it happen. Now, if you're already with someone and your relationship is well functioning, things could continue the way they are. But anything that is not well functioning, that's half in, half out, feels like something is missing, cycles, any of that shit needs to move into the past if you want to see your life move forward, and it will. Then you have cause for celebration coming in around the 10 Cups being full. New beginnings on the horizon, possibly with an Aries or maybe an Aquarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Red, probability of pregnancy now. I'm only getting about a 33% chance as of right now. Seems a little on the low end. Lily, I had a job interview today at the council, and I have another job interview tomorrow at the George Hotel. Do you see success in these? Do you see my next job? I'll be content. I do think that you'll be happy with your next job. As of right now, the council one comes up a little higher than the hotel one, but they both look like they have potential. And you should be content or like happy with the job, and it should pay well too. Shaista, one card. You just want one? That's it? All right. King of Swords. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may be like thinking with your head, you know, like using your brain rather than like going with your feelings. Feeling grounded and stable. Life is moving forward. You got some mental clarity around you. Feeling strong and confident. Not bad. Well disciplined. Alina, is there any love feelings in Nihal's heart towards me? I don't see a lot of love around this situation. Is this a past person? It looks like there may have been past feelings or something that happened and has ended. I would say this person could care about you, or you may have a place in their heart, but I don't see them as being in love or looking to get together at this point. Eric, will I find true love soon? You do have love coming in before the end of the year, and it could be with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. Exploring your options leads to success around love. Lolly, love until the 15th of June. There is not much changing between now and the 15th of June. Slow and steady wins the race. Eight of Wands is in reverse. So wherever you are in your love life now is probably where you're going to be in the middle of June. Not much changes. Amen for the rest of the week with O. Slow and steady wins the race, and you might be feeling a little disappointed about something, or you could feel like maybe they're holding back. But there is communication coming in, and expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Emily, ex-Leo is still around. Communication at a distance. Virgo is hot and cold. Also communication at a distance. I'm very lonely. Is there anyone with serious intentions? Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Well, you might need to cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. So sometimes keeping like old stale energy, that things that are not working around kind of keeps us stuck and stagnant. You do have new opportunities, but if you still have old energy around and they're still kind of lurking around, that kind of, like sometimes it's hard for new doors to open when we still got our feet in other areas. You do have an Aquarius coming in and a Sagittarius, new beginnings on the horizon that could lead to success around commitment, but it might take a little bit of time, or you may have to disconnect from whatever. You know, it's like people keep exes around and shit, like for what reason? In case you want to go back. Like going back is usually not the answer, but just to not be alone. Like what's the point in talking to somebody? Like it just doesn't, if it didn't work out, it's just going to keep you stagnant. It's not going to change. So you may have to like take a leap of faith and cut away people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. New love, what are Johanna's intentions for me? It wasn't as weird this time, but a little after our meeting today. This person doesn't have any specific intentions. Things look out of balance between the two of you. If you have intentions for this person, I would let them know, but they don't seem to have any specific intentions right now. Pallavi, love. You do have a new beginning on the horizon that could be bringing in a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship. Maybe with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You could have a wish come true, possibly with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you're headed towards the 10 Cups being full. Not bad. Not bad. Mihak, General. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Life is moving forward, and you also may be planning travel. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could feel relief around finances improving. Not bad. Arcade, General. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around work, school, or business. Life comes into balance. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Life is coming into balance. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Life is moving forward. And if you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. TVET for today. Something happens today that makes you happy with the sun. That's pretty good. May have a new venture on the horizon. You could get good news that comes in around work, school, or business. A wish comes true. Teamwork is favored and life begins to move forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Looks like a pretty good day. Aries sun for the next 24. Aries sun for the next 24. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be spending time with the Libra. Not bad. Susie, T, the Capricorn, and I, when will we go out again? You may go out soon, like maybe within the next 10 days. Communication comes in and then you should go out shortly after that, or you should be making plans in the next communication to go out. What are this person's feelings for you? They seem relatively neutral. Yeah, they seem neutral, like not here nor there. Grounded, stable, may think that you're genuinely a nice person, may feel like you're successful, but they're kind of neutral, like not here nor there. I don't know if it's like they don't know you that well, maybe. Lita, good things coming towards me soon. You have happiness coming in around work, school, or business. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. And you got some good luck coming in, or your luck is changing for the better. Saturn going into Aries. I think it's much better than Saturn in Pisces. I do think that Saturn in Aries is I think it's strong. And I also think it's kind of like bringing in a new beginning, because now Saturn is starting to revisit, like they've finished the zodiac, so now it's like starting again, like when the sun starts in Aries. So now Saturn has, and as the disciplinarian, I feel like in Aries it could kind of accomplish a lot. We may be very productive. I think that I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. I think it's better. I think it's better. I know in Vedic it went into Pisces. I know. Yeah, everything's got a good and bad aspect to it. Like Saturn could be bringing in stability, and it could take something that's unstable and make it stable. But it also could be the disciplinarian. If you're not learning your lessons and Saturn comes in, it's like, all right, how many times are you going to fuck with this? You haven't figured it out yet? Well, now here's another lesson. I've experienced that myself with Saturn. Like, okay, how many times do you want to do this before you finally get it? So, there's good and bad to everything. Same thing with Jupiter. Jupiter can be really great, when it's on your sun or even on your ascendant, or Jupiter return can be bringing in money, can be bringing in things that feel good. But sometimes too much of a good thing is not a good thing. It could bring in addiction or overindulging, or, drinking too much, spending too much, eating too much. So yeah, there's good and bad with everything. But I do think that Saturn moving into Aries is better. The Saturn in Pisces was in my 12th, now Aries. It's in my first. No break at all. Next year, it'll be my Saturn return. How is my Saturn return? I don't remember. I would have to go back and look at it. I would have to go back and look and see when that was. But I know that, like, there are some things, like, I wasn't real crazy for Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces? It's still in Pisces, but it's almost out. Because I feel like Pisces could sometimes be a little bit delusional to begin with, and then you add Neptune, and like Neptune could really blow that up. And now Uranus is going to be going into Gemini, which I'm like, I don't know if I like that in my first house. I don't know. There's, yeah. I think I'm up to Lucinda for general. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it, and you got happiness coming in around life moving forward. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or possibly a Gemini. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. Not bad. Not bad. Lovely. Love for the last 15 days of June. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be okay, well functioning, but slow to move forward. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Capricorn coming in. Things look a little slow in June, just in general. Not all that much is changing, although you could have a Capricorn coming in. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Expressing your wants and needs around love could lead to success, maybe over the summer, but I'm not convinced it's going to happen in the month of June. Disappointments heal and move into the past and let go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. New doors open. Capricorn comes in. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Average. I would say the whole month looks like it's a little bit slow moving and average, depending on where you are in your love life. Sharon, my marriage was a financial catastrophe for me. Oh no, sorry to hear that. I want to apply for a Capital One card. Do you think I'll get it? I think you will get it, yeah. Most likely. Lolly, career for June, working but looking for a new one. Okay, let's see. You do have a new job opportunity coming in. I can't swear it's going to be in June. It may be like over the summer, but you have, your life is moving forward, feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Life is moving forward and you have a new job opportunity to come through divine guidance. So it may not be in June, but it's on the way. Negativity is moving into the past with growth, change, and transformation coming in and around and bringing in more money. Yeah, that's pretty good. RK General. got success coming in around work, school, or business. New beginnings on the horizon that may lead to success around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you've had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Teamwork is favored. Life moves forward. Not bad. Not bad. Lolly, love for July and August. Exploring your options around love leads to success. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it this summer. If you're not with anyone, you could have a Cancer, a Capricorn, or an Aries coming in. Laying down the law, setting boundaries serves you well. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life is moving forward, not backwards. So if you're not with anyone right now, it's probably going to be new energy coming in. Exploring your options leads to success. Not bad. Susie, how will my doctor's appointment go tomorrow? It should go well. Stepping into your strength and self-confidence, life comes into balance, grounded and stable. I hate doctors. I really do. I hate going to the doctor. Lolly, my next relationship. Maybe sometime before the end of the year, you could have a successful relationship. Teamwork is favored, so it will be well balanced with new opportunities. Probably somebody new that's coming in. Capricorn keeps coming up around you. Maybe with a Capricorn, success comes in. You also have Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You have success and long-term commitment coming in around your next relationship, which should be sometime between now and the end of this year. I speak my truth. Why did my ex Sonal rebound in less than 7 months during our breakup? Well, it looks as if his life has moved on. So 7 months, I wouldn't say that's really much of a rebound. A rebound would be something that would be like immediate, you know, like maybe within like a month. But it looks like his life moved forward quickly. Or he, whatever it was that happened between the two of you, he let it go and moved into the past. He wasn't looking back, and he decided to make a decision to move forward. I would say it was just time. It was just time for him. Oh, shit. What did I do? I screwed something up. I vote she's bringing more money. Money may not be able to buy happiness, but it sure as hell could buy a lot of things that could like lead to happiness, or it could be better. Amu, what can I expect to meet Ray next? How would that go? I don't see it on the immediate horizon. I don't know what the situation is. But if you want to meet this person, you may have to be the one to take the initiative, make the plans, and it looks like it could go well. You got good luck around it, or your luck could be changing for the better quickly. But I wouldn't leave it up to chance. I would take the initiative if you want to see something happen. Lemus, upcoming, please. I passed through a lot of abuse and betrayal, and I'm under tough trauma response. Now I'm having no support. Well, you have choices and options that come in around work, school, or business, and new beginnings on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. So it's kind of like disconnecting from the past and allowing space for new opportunities to come in, but don't settle for less than you want or deserve, and don't move backwards. So whatever happened in the past, don't look back on the past or try to fix the past. It's all about moving forward. And that should be happening sometime before the end of this year. Natasha, will I get a job this summer? Yes, I think you will, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Stephanie, what's next in love? You have romance that could be heating up, negativity moving into the past, a Virgo coming in, or fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options leads to success around love. Not bad. Not bad. Red, how was I perceived last night? Somebody who is strong, confident, like somebody with a good personality, maybe a little bit on the outgoing side, smart, intelligent, and successful. Yeah, he found somebody within the 7 months. 7 months is a long time. Like usually a rebound would be something like you break up on Tuesday and within a couple of weeks you're with somebody else. He's showing that his life moved forward. Like 7 months is not it. That's over. It's over half a year. Oh, if you feel like that was a rebound, then that's fine. But the way that I read it, a rebound would be something that happens almost immediate, like within a couple of weeks. Twin flames, general. Life changes for the better for you quickly when you listen to your intuition. A wish comes true. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like you need to. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could have choices and options around social activity. Oh, thank you, Lolly. Lolly, where do I see myself in terms of love and career by the end of this year? You do have a committed relationship here. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to as far as career is concerned, too. More money is coming in, feeling more financially stable and feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, and business. So life should be moving forward this year. Mel, I told my ex I don't care if I moved on the day after our breakup. We're not together, so it's none of your business. And you can't hold that against me. I didn't cheat because we're not together. I agree. I agree. But I think that just generally speaking, some people move forward quickly. I told you guys about my friend. I had a friend in high school. First of all, I've been friends with her since I'm 10. And it's like she always had a boyfriend in high school. Always. And she had a couple of boyfriends that lasted a long time, too. Right after high school, she got married quick. I'm going to say she was married maybe by 20 or 21, 22, something like that. Got married quick, had kids quick, one right after the other. And then when we went to our 10-year reunion, she's like, "Oh, did you hear I'm getting divorced? I'm a lesbian." And I was like, "No, really?" Because I knew my whole life she always had boyfriends, she's more boyfriends than I ever had. And she's like, "No, really, I left my husband for a woman." Okay, whatever. She marries this woman. They had another child together. They got divorced. And then she was with a couple of different people throughout the years, and now she's married again. Her life just moves forward fast. Some people, like me and some of my other friends, it's like there would be nothing in between. Like, and I can't say nothing. There would be like not much. But it wasn't like her, where like her life just moved forward quickly. Then there are some people that, like, for me, I know that when it comes to me, like, I tend to, if something is painful, it might take me a long time to get over it. So I might not be ready to jump into something else. Some people don't care. Some people just feel like their life moves forward. I think it's a personal thing. But 7 months is kind of a long time. So I don't really see that as somebody who jumped into something. Which is not to say it's going to last forever, because I don't think that anything lasts forever. But I look at more of a rebound as something that happens relatively quick. And sometimes, this is twisted, the person that they wind up with is very similar to the last person. Like, they may look similar, or they may have the same career or something like that. I've seen that happen a lot. Anyway. If it's painful, it takes a long time. Yeah. I remember at one point feeling like after the shit happened with that Aquarius years ago, I felt like, I may be okay with never being with anybody ever again. Like, I don't want to go through that. Like, the crime wasn't worth the punishment. That's how I felt with that one. But I got over it. I mean, it took time, but I got over it. Adonis, I'm reading it now. There is so much that goes on here. Yeah, there is a fear of that, but there are so many different layers. And it's funny because I feel like I felt like I feel like I could understand this person, because I feel like I felt like that before. Like, there's so many different layers. It's like fears of so many different things, of like how to act, how to behave. What do I want? Is this, what happens if it doesn't work out? Like, there's just so much anxiety around it. But then on the other hand, it's like, wants it and feels like it's already there. So it's like feeling like I already have what I want, or it's right there, but then being afraid of it at the same time, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of levels of fear around it. What it means long term, what's it going to be like? What happens if it doesn't work out? All kinds of, yeah. And I think that they know 100% that it's not just a sexual connection. Like, I don't even think that really enters the mind, because it's like they know, like, this is a legitimate connection. It's not just. But it's funny because there's so many different layers of it. And it's like, on some level, they may not be conscious of it, but they also may be very conscious of it. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's like self-sabotaging. It's like my neighbor's son. My neighbor's son, when he was little, He was like 4. If he did something bad, his sister would be like, I'm going to go tell mommy. And he'd be like, oh, no, no, no. I'm going to go tell mommy. And he would go tell on himself every time. Every time. But it's like self-sabotaging. It's like, I'm going to fuck this up because I don't want it to be fucked up. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Like, why would you do that? It's like, I'm going to screw this up because I'm afraid it might get screwed up. So if anyone's going to screw it up, it's going to be me. What? Mel, but I get it when someone leaves quickly and you wondered if they ever cared for you and the relationship you shared. It sucks. Yeah, it does suck. It does suck. I remember when, I don't remember how long it was though, but I remember I said the other night about how my ex came into the store that I worked at, and it kind of felt like he was coming in to just to like see if there was anything there left. And I kind of felt like that's what he was doing. And then I heard recently, like right after that, he had just been in the store, and then one of my co-workers saw him with his new girlfriend, and I kind of felt like, well, his life moved on quickly. And even though I was already starting to see Aquarius, I felt like that relationship wasn't stable. Yeah, I mean, I think there's always, yeah, I think it always sucks either way until you get over it. When you get over it, then you don't care. And that's the best place that you can ever be, is when you really don't care. When you come to that point where you're like, you know what? I'm not hurt by you. I don't want to see you. I'm not waiting to hear from you. I just don't care anymore. That's the best place to be. And then for a lot of people like me, once I get to that point, I don't think there's any going back. I've never seen myself ever go back. Once I've gotten to that point where I just honestly don't give a shit. Nobody can screw me up except myself. I know, it's crazy. I think also too, going back to the same thing, is that we see what people present us, right? I keep saying this, and everybody knows it. So you see that somebody is getting married, or somebody's with somebody else, or somebody's having a baby, and everybody thinks that it equals happiness, and it doesn't. And you don't really know what's going on inside the situation or inside the relationship, or how they got to where they're supposed to be, or where they are. Sometimes the way things happen or the way it looks are two different things. And I had a therapist once at one point, and he said, he goes, you keep equating marriage with happiness and love. And most people that are married are not married for happiness and love. They're married for other reasons. And it took me a really long time to get that. And I think that that's helpful only because maybe not years ago, like before social media, but now it's all we're seeing is, like, how many times do you see the, I'm so blessed. Oh, I'm so lucky. Look at what I got. Meanwhile, it's like, that's what they want you to believe, but that's not what's really going on. Because things that are real, we don't have to tell people. Like, oh, this ring is real. It's real. You see it? It's real. Like, I don't have to tell them. It's like, it is what it is. But if you have to, like, profess it to the world, chances are you're, what do they call it? Portrayal. It's not real. It's like, I'm portraying, this is what I want you to see. It's like when I learned about this psychology stuff during the Amber Heard trial. I learned a lot during that trial. Like, she was portraying herself as a victim. She was acting the way that she thought a victim would act, but not as somebody who had really been abused. So that's why when I was, years ago, I majored in TV acting, which is not to say that I'm like a wonderful actress or anything like that. It's been years since I did anything like that. But for me, it was easy for me to access feelings because I'm sensitive, and it takes me a long time to get over things. So if I needed to cry, like I could cry over Dylan, and he died 2 years ago. Like I could cry like that because it still hurts me. Somebody who doesn't have that kind of empathy, I feel, doesn't make a great actress. They're going to put on what they think you want to see, but they're not putting on what they're really feeling. And I think that that's why social media is so, it's like phony. It's like I'm going to portray what I want people to believe, but that's not what's really happening. And I saw that happen with one of my friends, and I was actually really embarrassed for her. She was one of these people that's put, she still does it. I still see it, and I'm still embarrassed for her, putting up how wonderful her life is, how she's this, that, and the next thing. And I was at her house one time, and she was on social media, and her husband fucking ripped her up. And I felt bad for her, but he was right. He's like, you're fucking so obsessed with what everybody else is doing and putting up this bullshit. Why don't you do something worthwhile? And he's right. He's right. But at the same time, while I felt bad for her, I could understand how somebody gets caught up in it, because this is the world that we're living in. Anyway, let me shut my mouth and continue. Facade, social media is so easy. I know. And you know what gets me even more? I hate fake people, and the more that I see it, the more gets exposed. Like the more I'm seeing it. Like my sister-in-law is not phony. Like she's not a phony person. Like if she's annoyed, you're gonna know she's annoyed. If she doesn't like you, you're gonna know she doesn't like you. Like she's just. But I appreciate that more than I appreciate like you would soon, like it would be sooner that you would see her, my husband's an asshole, this is where he left the garbage, rather than I'm blessed, because she's just too real for that, you know? She may be beating him up because of he didn't put the garbage where it should be. I mean, why does she need to tell him where to put the garbage? She doesn't know. But you see, like I kind of appreciate that. I rather have somebody just be real like that. Yeah, my husband's an asshole, but he is what he is, and you know. Anyway, anyhow, I saw right through Amber Heard. Right? Yeah, that was bad. I was so mad at that. I was mad at that because I'm going to keep talking. I know men that are being abused by women. I know it. Like I've seen it, and people don't always believe that. They think, oh, well, just because he's a man, he could beat the shit out of her. Yeah, he can, but you're not seeing everything that she's doing to him. And I've seen it. Like I've seen somebody berate somebody and put them down, and you know, you listen to that so long, whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to feel like you don't deserve anything. And I've watched it happen. And it really, like, when he won, I was like, fucking thank God. Because, like, in a way, it kind of healed the part of me for the men that I know that are being abused that just can't see their way out. They just can't. And they probably never will. And then they have the arrogant, I'm going to take care of it. You haven't taken care of anything, buddy, man. You can't fucking do it. You can't do it. You're up against a fucking monster. And it's, yeah. Anyway. Ruchi next in love. You have a Sagittarius coming in, but you might have choices and options. Exploring your options around love leads to success. Cause for celebration comes in around exploring your options, and life is moving forward. If you're not with anyone now, it's probably new energy coming in. You also may have water coming in that could change life for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Hey, ma'am, what's your advice on switching gyms from my current gym to my old CrossFit gym? Well, it depends on what it is that you're looking for. So I don't know what the difference is. But if you're feeling like you're not happy with where you are, I would go back to the old one. But they both look like they're relatively similar. Like there's not all that much difference between the two. Kimon, general. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You've got old wounds healing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and you may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Tanya, general. Oh, you're welcome, beautiful. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. If you've had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Mountain, will the city, if I put in the application and resume, be willing to do contract work with me until I can retire from my current position? That may happen, yeah. I would try for it. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't give it a shot. Maggie, love for June. When it comes to love, you've got choices and options. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Exploring your options could take you to the 10 cups being full. That might not happen in the month of June, but it's on its way. You may have a Sagittarius or a fire sign around, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Lay down the law, set boundaries, explore your options, and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Butterfly A, is there a chance for a friendship with Davison or anything? Things look out of balance. So I don't know where you are in your relationship with this person, but it's like you shouldn't need a chance to become friends. Like it should just be something that happens organically. And it looks like things are a little bit out of balance. I would say there's always a chance, but it looks like you would have to put in a whole lot of effort, or you're putting in a whole lot of effort, or somebody's putting in effort and the other person's not really responding to it. Tanya, romance coming in. Capricorn shows up very strong around you. New beginnings on the horizon that could lead to success around love. But then you also have fire here. The fire, there's always fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But romance around with Capricorn here, this comes up strong. And right with the Empress. Love, money, and abundance. Exploring your options leads to success around love. Lita just sent a message on Facebook to a landlord for an apartment they have listed 2-bedroom. Will this be the apartment that I get or no? You may get it. You got about a 70% chance, yes. Just be careful with anything on Facebook. I don't trust anything on Facebook. I get scared. Make sure before you give them any money that you go and see it and you check it out. Because I don't trust anything. Mountain, is the best plan for our valley to combine the different districts for emergency services? Would there be enough support for that from the residents to get something passed for the property tax? Okay, let's see. I think you could make that happen. Yeah, I think you could make that happen. And it may be beneficial to everyone. Anthony, do you see which place is next to my graduate study and when? PhD in Canada or master's in Hong Kong? Masters in Hong Kong comes up stronger than Canada as of right now. Clara, how will the Korean internship be like if I take it? I feel stressed about it and it doesn't pay well. It may be good experience though, because you may learn a lot. You have the world at your feet and it could lead you to choices and options. So it may be good. Raymond, should I go with the necklace, earrings, or ring for the anniversary gift? I would go with the necklace. They all look like good options. Like I think you'll be successful with anything, but the necklace comes up the strongest. Martisha, any love messages for me? Any love messages for me? Yeah, you've got a Cancer here. Life is coming into balance. You're no longer holding yourself back. You've got choices and options that bring in cause for celebration. You also have your luck changing for the better. Then you could also have somebody from the past returning with the Six of Cups. But keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an ex or an old flame. It could be anybody that you knew before that could be showing up. Now, that could be the Cancer or it could be two separate people. You also have fire here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But Leo comes up the strongest. Mountain, is Elle being two-faced with me? Was she a big proponent of the challenges that I dealt with at work a few years ago? I don't think she's really being two-faced. I mean, look, I think everyone can be a little two-faced from time to time, but I don't think that she's the one that was causing the challenges. I think that she was relatively neutral, or I don't know how involved she was at all. But she seems to be okay. Yeah, I would say she's not trying to cause trouble. Twin Flames, general career. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you explore your options. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it, and something may happen that relieves the weight of the world from your shoulders. Perseverance pays off around career and life moves forward. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in more money. Not bad. Not bad. Creative, me and the current Cancer. Me and current Cancer. Slow and steady wins the race, but there is, if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but there could be long-term potential with the Four of Wands around you and this Cancer, and you may be feeling relief around things beginning to function better as life moves forward. Anything that's been out of balance will move into the past, and if this situation has been relatively well functioning, there could be long-term potential around it. Let's see what happens. And then general career. General career. Okay, you could have success coming in around like a regular like day job or whatever, full-time job kind of a thing, where there's relief coming in and life is moving forward, feeling in balance. But then you also may be working on a side business, side project, side hustle that brings in an extra income, or a side business that brings in supplement income that could be successful as well. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Don't be afraid to explore your options. And then love. When it comes to love, you've got success around your love life moving forward. Anything that's not functioning or hasn't functioned or what broken nonsense will move into the past. And then anxiety releases. You have choices and options that come in around love. So if you're not feeling, If you're undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you do have commitment here. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't rush into anything if you're not ready to make a decision. A new journey begins. Got water here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may also have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could even have a Virgo. Lay down the law, set boundaries. That'll serve you well. And explore your options leads to success around love. Not bad. Payment. Where do you see my next job? In Connecticut or Westchester? Westchester comes up stronger. Marticia is Sagittarius J returning from the past. I don't think so. No, I don't think it's him. I'm not convinced. It's not coming up strong enough for me to say yes. Red, am I finally losing my mind? What is going to... You're not losing your mind. So I don't know what's happening here, but you have new beginnings on the horizon. You have money coming in, feeling a little bit more financially stable. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Good news comes in around work, school, or business. Could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You too, Payment. Thank you, thank you. Tanya, love, do you see a new sheriff coming to town? Yeah. Okay, you got a Libra here. I don't know if we've seen a Libra show up recently. Okay, there's fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's Capricorn, but there's a Libra here. So let's see what happens with that Libra. Explore your options around love leads to success, and you're calling the shots. It's a new sheriff in town. Dee for today, general. Dee for today, general. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. You could have money coming in or news of money coming in. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. And anxiety eases and moves into the past. Lady Sunshine, any good blessings coming my way? Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and a wish comes true. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe planning travel. Migu for the next 24 hours. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready, and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Negativity moves into the past. You have the world at your feet. Maybe spending time with a Libra. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Don't let anybody overstep. Davy, general for the next 2 weeks. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Negativity moves into the past. Something nice could happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and cause for celebration comes in around finances improving. That's pretty good. Virta, general. Life comes into balance, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or feeling a little bit more financially secure. You're not looking back on the past. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. You've got money coming in, finances improving, and you could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Rashika, Vishu and Rhythm separate. Huns Uh-oh. Can you rephrase that? I'm not sure what the question is. F. My next days in contact, love, activity, work. I'm not sure what you're asking. All About Maine, Lamar and Me for Love. You've got communication coming in and romance heating up. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You could be spending time together. There may be travel around this situation. I don't know if you're going somewhere together. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around the situation. Feeling ambitious, a wish comes true. Not bad, not bad. Brenda for today. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business, and you may be investing time into side business, side project, side hustle. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Eminem, love with Taurus. Slow and steady wins the race. You've got the Chariot in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles, which is a slow mover, and then the Knight of Pentacles is kind of echoing that not much is moving forward quickly. However, things look like they're functioning relatively well. Expressing your wants and needs around this situation may be helpful at this point. Listen to your intuition. Spiritual Rashika is asking whether Vishu and Rhythm want to be living separately from Sagar and Rishika. They live in a joint family. Oh, thank you. Thanks for translating that for me. I think that they may want to live separately, yeah. I think that they may feel like, I don't know if they feel like there's too much, like they don't have enough privacy, or it's too close, or it's too much. Yeah, I think they may be looking for something separate. You know, it's like you got pros and cons with that joint family stuff, right? I mean, it's great because you're right next door. If you need anything, somebody's there. But then on the other hand, it's like, you know, like, would you want like your next door neighbor to be like your mother-in-law that could come over at the drop of a hat? Maybe not. Like Marie Barone. Remember when she drove the car into the house? Oh, Deborah, you overreact over everything. You know, when I was younger, like young, like a kid, I always thought that it would be so nice to have like my whole family living on the block. And, you know, my father, he grew up in the Bronx. I mean, he lived in the Bronx till he was about 12. And they pretty much did live like in the same area. And him and his cousins, like he would say, like they would take the subway to like the museums and hang out at the museum all day long when they were like little kids. I mean, he moved out of the Bronx at 12 or 13. So he was young. And it just seemed like such a nice life, right? To have everybody together all the time. He used to say that his one uncle was um, a mailman, and he got out of work really early. So he used to take that. Most of them were boys. Most of the cousins were boys. He would take them to the beach in the summer, and they would spend the day at the beach. And then everybody else, after they got off work, would meet them there. I mean, it just seems like a nice life. But I kind of get that sometimes you want your privacy. It's not so nice, trust me. Ivo, I get it, yeah. Yeah. Emin, I don't remember doing one for you. F, I didn't understand what your question was. Dee Dee for tomorrow. You have relief coming in around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Mountain, if I talk to RB at the SO, will I be able to persuade to get the added practice that would be more beneficial for the group it's intended for than just the things that they have available now? It's work related. Okay, let's see. You may be able to make an impact, yeah. I would try it. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. You've got life moving forward, slow and steady wins the race, but leading you towards success. Emin, how did you and O perceive my email response regarding delay in the thesis progress? I explained the progress and the reasons. Okay, let's see. I think they're okay with it. There's like relief around the situation, so I think that they're all right with it. Ina, am I going to meet my ex-boyfriend? I'm going to meet with my ex-boyfriend. What to expect? Fool is in reverse. Something may get revealed that needs to be dealt with. I don't know what that is. You'll figure it out when you go to meet. I wouldn't expect that much is going to change because 8 of Wands is in reverse, so not much is changing around the situation quickly. And you may feel like one or both of you is showing as the Hermit, somebody that may be not really willing to express a whole lot of emotion. Or somebody may be spending time like turning in, trying to figure out what it is that they want and they need for themselves. I don't know if that's you or the other person, but slow and steady wins the race. I don't see a huge improvement around the situation if that's what you're asking or if that's what you're looking for, but see what happens. The other person, I mean, it may be with the Hermit that they may be a little bit guarded, or one of you may be a little bit guarded, like emotionally guarded. Cinnamon for the rest of the day. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You could have good news that comes in around work, school, or business, and life may change for you for the better quickly. Not bad. Not bad. So F, you're just asking for something general? You're looking for a general reading? Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. New beginnings are on the horizon around work, school, or business, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Mountain, would there be a better person to talk to about it than RB? No, I don't think so. It looks like RB could probably be helpful or would be willing to help. Or Charles, General. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Not bad. Not bad. You may even have money coming in. Hi, Bella. How does my portfolio look to my job perspectives? Looks good. Look respectful, like mutual respect. May feel that you're strong, confident, hardworking, focused, down to earth, creative, and talented. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? I vote general for the next 7 days. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and it could be money related. You have money coming in or news of money coming in. You're no longer holding yourself back. May have a new job or business opportunity coming in. Could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Not bad. Not bad. Monica, welcome. Add moles, current feelings, and intentions for me. No contact. As of right now, I don't see them having any specific intentions. They may think highly of you as a person. They may find you to be somebody who is grounded and stable, happy, content, pleasant. But they don't seem to have any specific intentions for you. I would say if you want to speak to them, I would reach out to them rather than wait. Tanya, sometimes mother-in-law can be like the old cartoon Sherman and Mr. Peabody when it comes to her son. She's so smart, and well, you find out he ain't all that. Oh my God. I saw a meme on Facebook that was Jason, you know, with the hockey mask on, and the mother is hugging him, and it says, mothers, my son did nothing wrong. Ain't that the truth? Hi, Vicky. How are you? Hi, Kenya. I had to go and spill the seltzer on my thing while I was talking bad about my brother, not knowing what to do with the garbage. Vicky, I'm good going to the clinic tomorrow. Like I told you, I'll be speaking about... Oh, good. But on a positive, my referral has been put through for the liver op. Okay, great. Tanya, energy around me resolving my dad's estate issue. I'm so stressed. I don't blame you for being stressed. It's going to get resolved. It may drive you nuts, but you're going to get it resolved. And when things move forward, they move forward. So I don't know if you need to speak to a lawyer or whatever, but the tower moves into the past. And I think that you're going to be able to get everything resolved the way it should be. Might take a minute though, may not happen overnight. It's very stressful, but I think it's going to work out in your favor, the big picture. Vicky, general for tomorrow. Life moves forward towards greener pastures and you're no longer holding yourself back. Could be spending time with a Libra. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. You have money coming in. Is there anyone else here that I haven't answered for? Lumpectomy. My grandmother had that done. Oh my God, a very long time ago. Kenya, will I receive my child support payments from my kid's dad soon? You should. So I don't know if there's a reason why something's been held up that's like beyond everybody's control, but it looks like maybe within the next 6 days. Isabella for love. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be grounded, stable, and well-functioning with a little bit of passion coming in. If you're not with anyone, next relationship should be grounded and stable and passionate. If you're not with anyone, you have a Scorpio coming in or a Taurus. Perseverance pays off around love and leads you towards greener pastures. Oh, you're welcome, Clara. Macy, can I have a general for the day? Life comes into balance and new beginnings are on the horizon that lead you to success. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. A wish comes true. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and you have cause for celebration that comes in around work, school, or business. Not bad. Tanya, finances. You should see an improvement around finances. Adding a stream of income may help pay off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or put money aside for something. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Money comes in, and this is usually a side business, side project, side hustle that may be helpful. Mel, if I make an investment today, will it produce a return, or should I continue to hold it? I would hold it for right now. Michelle, that's too broad of a question. I would need to know, what are you taking a leap for? Like, what is the subject? And is there anyone else here I haven't answered for yet? Peach, general. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you have the world at your feet. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Michelle, should I take the leap around my career? Okay, the cards can't make the decision for you. You have to be the one to make the decision, but the energy around it is like, not right now, or now is not the right timing. Adonis, does V have me blocked at the moment or unblocked? I think you're unblocked. I think you're unblocked. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, you're welcome. That's it. Then I will wrap it up and I'll see you guys later. I'm going to try to come on later this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. But I'll be on again at some point. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a nice morning. Bye-bye.